natural.
This is Drift Car Reviews, a new series where I review other people's drift cars, and hopefully, after a few, we'll figure out what makes a good drift car, what makes a bad one. Today, we've got a pretty interesting one. This is Demesio and his Infiniti M45?
M35.
M35. Cool. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I decided to build COVID project was a 5.3 LS that I had. We got a AR5 behind it, making about 370 horsepower to the wheels on full AEM standalone ECU.
So LS swapped, full standalone, yet it looks like a pretty stock street car. That's cool.
Yeah, I've had a thing for sleepers, so usually this had the OEM wheels, but since I actually started taking it to the track, I had to upgrade.
You said this was a 5.3?
Yeah, it's a 5.3, pretty much down to the short block. We did a heads, new lifters, LS6 springs, trunnion valve upgrade, stronger push rods, and ARP head studs with new gaskets from front to back.
Wow, okay, so definitely not a basic 5.3. I mean, it's basic, but it's got quite a bit done.
Yeah, it has a Comcam's NSR cam, so it made the 370 to the wheels pretty good.
Nice, nice. It sounds like it's built for even more, too, if you wanted it.
Yeah, I built the wiring harness myself. It has auxiliaries for boost controller or nitrous if someone wanted to go a little bit crazier.
Wow, I like the sound of that. Anything else you want to tell us about the engine setup? It is so beautiful in here. It's very much of the like sleeper OEM Plus look. I really like that.
Yeah. I wanted to keep all the panels because there's so many of them, and I didn't have the time or want to put the VQ cover because it's still such a nice setup. We ceramic coated the exhaust and by the engine bay. We have the filter hidden under here, and it's still using the OEM radiator, AC condenser, and brand new GM AC compressor. So everything's hooked up, ready to rock, and yeah, it's really low to the cross member because I got to design the mounts myself, so I made sure it was as low as possible, and sometimes you can't even see there's an engine in there.
Wow, yeah, I noticed it's way lower than like my LS Swap Z, for example. That's really cool.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to put it on a lift and scan the bottom side to put a nice skid plate, so usually just gotta be careful bringing it here without a trailer.
That makes sense. We'll definitely be careful. I'm assuming you carried the OEM Plus theme into the car as well?
Just up until this weekend we put a bucket seat in, but before that it was as stock as it could have been.
Cool. That is really cool, actually. Stock seats, other than the driver's seat, of course.
Yep. Everything's there. We just made these custom since nobody makes M35 parts. Had all this 3D scanned just to make the brackets and shifter center and the bracket for the hydro brake, and as well as like some gauges to make sure everything's okay.
So you made all that, designed and made all that yourself as well?
Yeah. I 3D print. I can CNC plasma cut and some CNC milling as well, but everything is pretty cool there.
That's really cool. It looks great. I love seeing all the stock interior, like back seats, and even the passenger seat being that big comfy leather seat. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's all the audio still works, everything, sunroof, all the windows, as much as I could keep it going for just comfort.
That's awesome. Sounds like the perfect street car to me.
Yeah, without the welded diff is definitely a good street car. I think the only hiccup of the CAN bus systems, I don't have AC, but we're working through that. I might still make it work sometime.
Cool, I like that. It definitely looks like a sleeper. And you said you've taken it to the track. Is it all drifting?
Yes. Yeah, I built the purpose for that. We got the hydro dual calipers in the rear and welded diff.
Sweet. Sounds like a good setup. How similar is this to like a 350Z? That's what I'm used to.
350Z suspension components all interchangeable. I think the coilovers are even the same with just adjust for the heavier weight springs, and it's all interchangeable.
So it's basically a heavy four-door LS Swap 350Z.
Supposed to be, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm excited to drive it. What's your favorite part about the car?
it's hard to say. We did a lot of work in my backyard, all by myself. Everything but the tune was done by me. I think the CAD work that I did to make the stuff fit as original as possible was my favorite thing.
Okay, so you designed a lot of parts for it then?
Yeah. The Wilwood brake assembly is all scanned in there, and I just kind of designed it and manufactured it myself.
Wow, that's really cool. How did you learn to do stuff like that?
I've been in the industry since 15 years now. So I was a machinist, and then I was a operator, programmer, and then I'm a designer. So I've been in manufacturing this whole time.
That's really cool. And how much of this swap did you have to custom make, and how much of it like worked with, I don't know, 350Z parts?
Suspension was 350Z parts, and then everything else has been myself. I've designed the engine mounts, transmission mount, full exhaust by me, TIG welded. So.
Wow, that's really cool. And speaking of the exhaust, I saw it has like stock mufflers or stock looking mufflers.
Those are the OEM mufflers. It's extended headers around the steering column all the way to the axle, and then it uses the OEM mufflers because it's a little too loud.
So you were serious about the sleeper status then?
Yeah. It has an X-pipe, and it sounds pretty unique, but you can't drive it on the street without the mufflers.
Makes sense. Yeah, my LS swapped car is way too loud. I could never drive that on the street.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. I'm really excited to drive this. Is there anything I should know before I drive it?
No, I don't think so. I think I built it to just get in it and drive it. It shouldn't be anything hidden or quirks that it needs.
Perfect. Well, let's get into it.
I'm really glad I got the fucking seat. I'm stuck where it's like. Yeah. It was so hard to drive it on that.
Was an absolute blast. First off, thank you so much for letting me drive this thing, trusting me with it. Super fun. It's crazy how well it drives. I don't know if that sounds funny because it's like not a crazy car, but I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting something like really heavy and kind of unpredictable, but it's very planted. It's very predictable. The steering input and everything is exactly like a 350Z. I have some experience drifting like bone stock Zs, and it feels a lot like that, but with quite a bit more power and a bit more predictable suspension, I think, because you said you have coilovers on it. It needs a bit more steering angle. You may have seen me spin out. Aside from that, I think it's an absolute blast to drive, and I think you built a really cool sleeper street car that is very capable on the track.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's what I came here to kind of show and prove that the car works well. Temps were all good, everything ran right, and ready to party again.
Absolutely. Yeah, it ran perfect. Nothing happened, which is what we always want at a drift event. But yeah, thank you again, man. Where can somebody find you if they want to take a look at this, kind of see what you do? Because I know you were saying you've built multiple cars, and you guys may not know, but this car is actually for sale. So if you're interested in this specific car, we'll put all of his info down here, but you tell me, where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm based out of Corona, California. My Instagram's Demesioavila, and same thing with Gmail, for email address. You guys could reach me out and see if you guys want components. Most of the work that I did here was CAD developed, so in the crazy sense that if someone else wants to make it, you know, I can probably remake it.
Do you do that kind of work for like customers as well, if they want custom CAD design something or cut or printed or anything?
Yeah, I have my own LLC. It's EarlyBirdEngineering, and if someone needs CAD services, we can scan up any car, anything really, and I've been designing for the last 15 years, so if you need parts modeled or find someone to make you something, I'm your guy.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Like he said, if you guys are interested in any of the services he has or this amazing car that happens to be for sale, I'll put all of his info down below. Thank you again. Really appreciate it. That was an absolute blast. This car is sick. I'm smiling ear to ear because it's so cool to just be in what feels like a really big four-door sedan, but it absolutely rips. So thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the car was based off of seeing Forsberg's M35 back in 2011, and it just took a long time to do it myself. And you know, I think the LS is pretty comparable to the VQ. So,
well, I think you did a great job.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.